As always, your boy Kiko Cervantes here with you. It doesn't matter if I'm unemployed, if I got a job, if I'm working at Taco Bell. I'm gonna make those tacos and be right here after. All right? We got a few people joining us from fucking what used to be Trump's America,
Trump's
and now the Russian gulags. We got my boy Big John on the other side of the pond.
What it do, DJ BJ? You already know.
And our boy Fear, known as DJ AJ, in the
his house,
the corpse techno rooms. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Learned English very recently. So, well, today we have a few topics. I want to start off right now because we're talking off air, right in the green room, about a little experience me and Fear had. For people that don't know, Fear is my cousin, and well, you know, one of the things that we used to do when we were younger and more, you know, exquisite and fresh to the taste, we would go to like Disney, Universal Studios with the family, you know, and just have a fun time. And we recently had a little escapade where about a year ago, Adrian?
A little more than a year. Yeah,
in December of
last December.
We went to like Disney and Universal, and we stayed at a magical place that I booked,
Super
with
cheap.
the loins of my work.
Great deals.
It was a great deal. And the place's name is very close to Mar-a-Lago, but the experience was very far from it. It was like it was like if you were put in a 1970s motel and then stayed like that for 40 years. Could you express a bit, Fear, what were some of the details of this hotel that made it eerie to the fucking taste?
Besides the drug dealers in the parking lot?
Yeah, besides the drug dealing and the pimping in the parking lot.
The permanent guests that stayed at the hotel that look like they've been living there since the 70s. They just haven't been able to be kicked out because they have what is it called, tenure?
At the motel.
At the motel.
Like they didn't buy the room. They didn't rent the room. They bought it.
Yeah, they've been there so long. They have so much stake in it. They just fuck it, you stay there.
Like the type of people that are there permanently, you could tell the quality of people that they're in because this place for them, they bought a resort. They get a week, a year. Fear, if you could just either put the volume up or put the volume
Or the mic closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the mic closer just because we hear you very low. But yeah, BJ, this thing had, bro, like it had this weird older guy walking around all the time, like he seemed like he was the owner, right?
Right.
And he would just walk around, and it was Christmas time, so they grabbed one of the motel rooms and they decorated it as if it was Santa's room. And just for you to get an idea, this is a typical motel in Orlando when you go and, you know, I'm not talking about you got money and you're staying at fucking, you know, Disney's, you know, what was one of the hotels, Fear?
Yeah.
Like the Polynesian or something.
Yeah, the Polynesian or the fucking, you know, the Wacky Ducky.
Or the Walt Disney Resort. Yeah.
The Walt Disney Resort, right. If you don't got the money for that, which, you know, some of us don't, haven't had it at all times of our lives. I mean, some of us have gone there. You know, I mean, I've seen things, I've seen places, I know people,
Right.
important people. But you know, at times you have to go to the. You know, it's a typical like Las Vegas 1970s motel that stayed in the outskirts of Las Vegas. You know, so it's like you have like this rings of rooms, and then in the middle is a pool, but like it's very non-private. Like there's a door, and then the community of people are there, and the pool's there. So like if you open the curtains, people from outside see it like it's a fucking, you know, fishbowl. So they decorated it pretty nice with like Santa Claus, and Mrs. Santa Claus is sleeping there. So we're just passing by, you know, looking at it. This was like very riff-raff entertainment, in my opinion, humble opinion.
Did they charge you for this amenity?
No, this was actually complimentary.
All included. That was one of the perks of staying there. They highlighted on the website. Come check out our winter wonderland.
On the brochure, it says complimentary visit to Santa Claus nest. So while we were looking at this, bro, this is like that old guy that was walking around stands like next to us, and he's just like, quite a beautiful room they did here, right? I mean, you know, I heard the carekeepers, you know, early this morning organized it all and made it really. I mean, it's really nice, you know, kind of like making it look like, oh, I'm just casually coming here and this is my opinion of it. But it really seemed like he was the owner and was trying to push that narrative.
Like he wanted to be congratulated for all the work. Very nice job they did with the lights, right? Looks like it took a lot of work. A lot of sweat and tears went into it.
Looks like a lot of work, right? I mean, whoever did that.
At least 14 hours of work. I mean, I'm just guessing, just based on how it looks.
You know, but I mean, who's counting? You know, it's Santa Claus. But you know that it was very like, oh, this is pretty. But at the same time, dude, it just felt like at any moment somebody was gonna get murdered at that place.
Oh,
like Mrs. Santa Claus just gets up from there. He's drunk.
Dude, like we kept going to. I kept calling the desk because they needed to like either do the beds or some shit, and they would just say like, "Yeah, we're going," and then they would never come. And every time I called them, they would say. And then I went to the desk. The lady that was there looked like she was Latin, had a tattoo on her neck, so that made it very.
Oh my god!
She was very approachable, and I was like, hey, I have an issue. I've been calling since yesterday. You know, I was very Karenish, right? I was like, I've been calling for the bets to be made.
You left me no choice.
You left me no choice. I want to speak with the regional manager. And she looked at me in my face and she said like, yeah, we're going to go soon. Like she's been telling me on the phone.
Oh my god.
And the look she gave me was like, you're going to leave because I could care less about your shitty fucking Orlando getaway, you motherfucker. Like I have to live in this touristy piece of shit place, right? All year round. You get to come for a week, right? To jerk off in fucking, Disney downtown Disney, right? And buy overpriced beer. But I have to live in this fucking piece of shit place. So no. You're not gonna come at me with that fucking attitude, okay? And I said, yes, ma'am. But I mean, it was a great experience here at this hotel.
She's probably calling the guy to go clean the room, and he's just like ending the call, and he's just talking to the random people about the room, like the Santa Claus room. It's probably that guy that has to clean your room, and he's just not doing it.
No, I think that's the owner. And he was just very proud of his thing. But in any case, it seems like some places just stay in the past, but for some reason this place kept being rented because everything's so overpriced in Orlando when you tourist wise, that if you only got like $100 per night, this is what you get. You get a fucking you get a place where it's pretty much
you get a place where you might get murdered.
Yeah, you might get murdered, but you are getting it on the low, which I still think $100 per night, that's not cheap.
That's not, no.
$100 per night is not cheap. But
yeah, we went in high season though.
It wasn't high season. Yeah, I mean, pretty much we just. I'll be honest with you. Like I rented this out of the pictures that I saw.
They had the pictures from the 70s. As soon as they first cut the ribbon.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, there was this guy on the brochure that had a Reagan shirt. That should have given me an idea. It said like Reagan 84 or some shit. That's not. I don't know. That's not the year. Bad joke.
So, I mean, like
I'll scratch that.